It seems I'm alone in this. Hello, hi Khadija. I've literally been struggling to get you two to work today. How are you? How's everybody? If you're here, just say hello. Let me just know. Let's see. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing this. I was trying to get a better quality. Jasmine is fine. She's having a nap. Like she struggled to take a nap this evening, but she's sleeping now. Lily Jane is playing. I just sent them away just so I could quickly. I don't know if you're hearing me well. Please let me know. I could quickly do this live. Yeah. So they're in their room playing. Yeah, Lily Jane is playing. The other one is sleeping. That's what's happening. I spent like 4 hours just trying to set up this live because I was trying to get better quality. Hello, Jenny's outlet. I was trying to get better quality by using like my camera, but my camera is quite old, so um, it's not able to work as a webcam. Like I wanted to use the camera and then watch from my laptop, like the better setup, the better quality setup, but it didn't work. So I tried to download different things that didn't work as well. So it's been a struggle. But how you guys doing? How's your week been? How's everything going? I just wanted us to chat real quick, but I want to see if there are more people that will come on live so we can have a robust conversation. What am I looking for? It looks okay. I'm using my phone now. That's why it's better actually. And laptop webcams are really bad. So I'm using my phone. It just occurred to me that my phone camera is much better than my laptop camera. So that's what I'm using now. Yeah. So it's better. If you have any questions, I want to talk. Hi, Timmy Tokwe. Hi. Thanks for always supporting you guys. Like I have the best supportive crew and team. Thank you guys for supporting. Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about? If you have anything you want to talk about, let me know. And we can talk. But I just wanted to catch up. Like September has been like an interesting one, hasn't it? It has been really interesting. And there are a few topics I wanted to talk about. I had a lot of work this week, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to put up a video today. Today is my regular upload. Like I usually upload Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and then any other upload is like extra. But I knew that today I got back from work late. I wasn't able to. I wasn't editing at work, but I just knew I wasn't going to do it. So I was like, okay, maybe we should just chat, talk face to face, interact, and all that. Yeah, it's been a crazy month. I agree. Like legit, a lot of things are happening. So my first topic is, how do you guys feel? What are my thoughts on Toto DK and Bob? Okay, so honestly speaking, yeah, I am not a fan of celebrity culture. Like, I really don't go after the gist of what happens. I'm never like I hardly search for it. I'm hardly like curious about it. But somehow, Toto and Bob have been in your face and that kind of thing. And it goes to the topic of friendships, and it's not even about them per se. It's about friendships in general. How like people are so quick once you have a disagreement, you let out your friend's gist, you expose the person, you say all sorts of things about the person and all that, and it just makes me feel like, who is really your friend? Like, who are you telling your gist to? Who are you opening up to? I feel like Tonto on her own was like this breakout star back in the day. She came out guns blazing. Everybody was like, who is this new girl? Who is this new girl? She did all the crazy, outrageous things with the tattoos and all that. But deep down, I feel like she just wanted to belong. She just wanted to have like maybe a circle of friends and stuff. And then somehow Bob Risky, who was also sort of an outcast in his sense, in his own corner, and she, not being the typical Nollywood girl like the other ones, now somehow, they found each other, and Bob Risky is not the person to be your friend, he's not the person to tell your story to, in my own opinion. In fact, and there are friends like that that once, like, in fact, they use your gist as gossip. I think some sometimes we've all been there. Maybe you're talking about somebody else to another friend, and in your mind you're like they're never going to come across each other. They are in different worlds. They're not in the same circle. So somebody tells you something, and you're like, you're not using your friends just as an example. Sometimes it might come back to bite you in the ass. Truly, it might come back to bite you in the ass. It might come back to hurt you. But sometimes it might just like really be, you know, you might, I don't know, but the point is that friends are, it's a bad thing. You have to be very curious and be careful rather not curious about the types of friends you keep, the types of people you tell your story to, the types of people you engage in lewd conversations with, because when shit hit the fan, excuse my language, but when things go bad, like they will go bad. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about friendship. What do you guys think? Are you guys people that have a lot of friends? Do you believe in girlfriends? Like, you know how people always say women support women, women don't support women and all that. I actually have a video coming up. It will probably come up on either Sunday or Tuesday. I filmed it yesterday, talking about female friendships and how people always say women don't support women, but I don't agree. I think women do support women, but I know that there are women who are genuinely like gatekeepers of patriarchy, that once any woman is sort of succeeding, they try to put the woman down and all sorts of things. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Okay, let's chat. Tell me. Yes, I do believe in having female friends. Yes, some even become sisters. Yes, Khadija is right. Female friendships grow. Like they are very different. To okay, hold on. What did Temitope say? Yeah, be very careful who you give your gist to. Let me see it here. I'm going to use my laptop to read it. Be very careful who you give English. I cannot speak again. Be very careful who you give your gist to. I have few friends and plenty acquaintances. Knowing the difference gives peace. Yes, I agree. Women do support women. Depends on the quality of people around you. I also agree. Khadija says, I believe in having female friends. Some become sisters. And Jenny says, yes, that's why I don't have a lot of friends. I understand. Yes. And Khadija also says, I feel people make mistakes. People mistake friend for acquaintance. There's a clear difference between the two. I personally think they're friends for different seasons. It might just be difficult to say, okay, who is this person to you? Is my acquaintance? Is my acquaintance? Sometimes I find it difficult to say the word acquaintance. So I just say friend, but I don't necessarily mean like maybe close friend or friends like my paddy. I feel like there are friendships for different reasons. Okay, for friendships for motivation, there are some people that I'm cool with because they give me motivation, ginger in my career or my business or whatever. And there are some people that I'm cool with in terms of like my spiritual life. Like there's some friends that I have that are my prayer partners and prayer warriors and all that. But they're also friends that for different reasons. So I feel like you just have to understand that some people are in your life for a certain reason. Every relationship, in my opinion, is transactional. Whether you like the word transactional or not, you must get something and give something. Okay, like somebody must be giving you something, somebody must be taking something from you. It's give and take. So what are you giving, what are you taking? You have to protect your peace at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. Which, like, don't give emphasis to a friendship or a relationship that the person is taking you as an acquaintance or just somebody I know. Don't say, this person is my bestie. I don't know that song, that Nigerian song that says even your boo has a boo. Sometimes your bestie is not your bestie. You are just friends, and you're taking the person as your best friend, when the person has other friends, and they're using you as their coffee table or midnight call gist. And that's what happened. Okay, so we have to really be careful about stuff like that. Khadija says there are different categories of friends. You should know who to tell what. I agree. For peace of mind, don't tell anybody anything. I've learned a hard lesson that you just have to be careful of what you say and who you say it to. A lot of the times, you are just talking out of, it might not even mean harm. You're not doing it in a malicious way, but you're just saying, you're just talking and talk. And when somebody can quote you, it's a very dangerous thing. Also, Tony said, or Khadija said, and they'll quote what you said. It's a very dangerous thing. So if you can keep your stuff to yourself, it's better for you. Just apply wisdom and apply, knowledge. Yes, don't tell anybody anything. Just keep your story to yourself. Keep it. Yes. I used to be that person that I'm like, oh, I'll tell you that, and I'll know. Like, I'll tell you stuff about me, and then if I hear it somewhere else, I know you're the person that said it. That's so childish and stupid. In my own opinion, I was much younger when I used to do all those things. It's really childish. there's nothing like, oh, sorry, let me charge my phone. Phone is about to die. There's nothing like oh, tell some people something and don't tell somebody something, whatever. All these things, don't tell anybody anything. Just keep your story to yourself, I beg. To save yourself drama, because you will not know when people will use something against you, something that it might be innocent and peaceful. Yeah, innocent and like whatever, it might turn out to be something they'll use against you in the future. You never know what the future holds. Supri, hi, my sister is here. Her name is Supri. Sotoye Supri. She just said, "You're so right. I've learned to keep things to myself, and I've also decided not to hear anything. Honestly, don't just block your ear. When people are talking, the Holy Spirit, like God has literally been telling you, when people are talking about something, just be ulala, ula, do like you don't hear. Don't say, oh, Sotoye was in the room. This one was happening when this one was happening. Like, don't be part of it as much as possible." She says, "I've also decided not to hear anything, so I don't have anything to say in the first place." Exactly. You can come. You guys, you want to see Lily Jane? You want to bring her milk? Let me know that. She just woke up. Hi, LJ. Say hello to your fans. Are you seeing them? She just woke up from her nap. So as I was saying, I beg, don't tell anybody anything. And for the other September celebrities and whatever, like, what do you guys think about the whole marriages? You know, I did a video about celebrity marriages and all that. You know, it was hi, they're all saying hello. The mosquito bites you. It looks like one mosquito bites you. Sorry. Mosquitoes in Rivers State, because of the rainy season, is so bad. Yeah, all the celebrity marriages that are crumbling and not crumbling. What do you guys think? Are celebrity marriages, is social media the reason why relationships and marriages, there's divorce? Like, people will be like, oh, keep your marriage off social media, or keep your relationship off social media, or don't talk to anybody about anything. Or do you think that social media is the reason, or like fans or subscribers or whatever are the reasons? Like, why do you think that these relationships are crumbling or stuttering or whatever? Khadija says, for celebrities, I don't think it's social media that is crumbling. I think it might play a part in it, but I don't think it's the main reason. Let me see, there's some new people here. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Alice. Hey, Alice cooks so well. Like, guys, Alice is such a great cook. Check her channel. She really cooks well. Hi, Christabel. These are my OGs. Hi. Temitope said, no, it's not social media. Okay, so guys, tell me what it is now. You guys didn't really watch that video so much, but tell me, what do you think? Taste and Bloom, another great cook. If you want to know kiddies, what's it called? Food, good nutritious food for children, and good recipes that are not regular. I like that the recipes are not regular. They're not the normal African rice and beans and all those kinds of things. Taste and Bloom is for you. Okay, Lady Jane is just looking at herself. She's just looking at herself like, what's going on? Why am I seeing myself in the mirror, in the reflection? Okay, yes, as we were saying now, so what do you think is the cause of marriages generally breaking down? Like, I don't even think it's only celebrity marriages that are breaking down. There's something going on. I think there's an attack on marriages in a kind of way. I don't even understand it. But so tell me, what do you think? Celebrity marriage, we're talking about September now. September is the month of celeb doing all the things they think they can be doing and all that, fans, basketballs and all that. So what do you guys think? Hey. Me, I think I think a lot of people don't get married because they want to stay in forever. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. I think some people just get married thinking that, oh, marriage is just, it's just marriage. You know, you just take those vows. Without thinking about the weight of what it entails. Okay, so the slightest thing, disruption in the marriage, and then everything is going haywire. You know, sometimes I think that the things that may even cause the breakdown in the marriage might not be so light-hearted. So it's not cheating. I'm not even saying cheating is light-hearted, but it's not, how do I put it? It's not small things, it's big things, but we are not even trained on how to handle big things in marriage, big disruptions. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like we are so used to, oh, after a while, I beg, I'm tired, I can't deal, I'm done, and you just walk away because now it's okay and it's easier to walk away. So I don't know. Let me read you guys' comments and let's like talk about it. Um, Yeah, Khadija says people are not married for the right reasons. I agree. Sometimes I feel that some people just marry because they think they look good together. I follow a lot of mommy blogs. I follow a lot of celeb blogs, and not celebrity but mommy and wife type of blogs. Just because I like to engage and learn. I think that I know that marriage is something that you just don't land at. You continue to learn. So I follow relationship counselors, secret place wives. I always put her everywhere. She's so amazing, and different types of people like that. So I always see that when people come and complain about, oh, their husband did this or their wife did this, and you ask, oh, didn't you see the signs before you guys got married? They're like, oh, they saw it, but they thought, oh, I can change the person. I thought, oh, it's something I can overlook. I mean, somebody has been cheating on you systematically before you got married, and then you now get married and think all of a sudden the marriage will change the fact that he has been cheating on you. I mean, he has been stingy from the beginning, or he disrespects your family. If somebody can disrespect your family, don't rate you. Okay, if they can insult your parents, insult you and your parents, they don't rate you in any way. So why are you bothering yourself? Why do you think that they will now respect you? It won't work. So that's that. Let me read some more comments and see. The devil hates the institution of marriage. So if the God factor is out of the marriage, it will definitely collapse. Yes, I didn't even want to talk about the Christian part yet, and it is very, very true. Marriage is designed by God, and so I know that the devil will go after anything that is designed by God. I was listening to a sermon the other day where a pastor said, was it a pastor? Or I think it was Banky W, actually, not even a pastor. It was Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, his YouTube page is on YouTube. He has a lot of, okay. Bye, LJ. Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo has a lot of, he talks about marriage, a relationship coach and a marriage coach and all that. And he talked about, Banky was talking about marriage and all the, hi Nazo, all the issues, hi blessings corner. Anyway, Banky was talking about the issues, some of the issues he faced in the marriage, him and Williams to Chamber. And Banky said something like, when God created the earth, he created man and woman in his own image. The Bible says that he created man and woman, let us create them in our likeness, in our image and likeness. And that the image of God, the union of marriage, so man and woman coming together is marriage, and that's the image of God. And the devil is trying to fight that because that image of God is being replicated by marriage and children, and hopefully godly children that will now replicate that. I don't know if I'm making any kind of sense, but yeah, that's why the devil is attacking it. So you see that if you're not grounded in the foundation of why you're getting married, marriage counseling, after marriage counseling, like it's not just premarital counseling, like after, like you literally have to keep, because small things get into big things and big things get into bigger things, and before you know it, there's no middle ground. I mean, you don't have any, you just like you hate the person you're looking at because you're not able to address some things in the beginning, and so yeah. So what else do you guys think? Blessing says hello host, hi. Christabel says people are now more about stuff like gender equality in marriage and they forget about friendships. Yes, that's true. A lot of people are not friends with their spouses. That is true. You're looking at somebody who can take care of you, somebody who can provide for you, can be like a father figure. I mean, but that's what people are saying. They call their, how can you call your husband daddy? People that are looking for father figure, all sorts of things. People are married for all sorts of reasons, and they forget that friendship is important. That there were times in my marriage where I'm just married 4 years. December will make it 4 years, so I'm not even an expert in any way. But I would say that there are times where things were a bit difficult. When you look at the person, you remember that okay, this is your guy, like he's your G, he's your friend. It makes it easier to tolerate or to just forgive. My husband will hurt my feelings or say something even before he apologizes. I don't know how it happened. And I think that's the thing about friendship and love and just having God there, over time that before he even apologized a lot of the times, I've already forgiven him. I've already let it go. But I still just want the apology. Sometimes I'm even pretending. I hope he's not watching this. I'm even pretending for him to just say sorry, so I feel like, okay, yeah, he said sorry. A lot of times I've forgiven, but sometimes if there's no foundation or there's no solid foundation, the little things will get to big things, and before you know it, there's a problem. Gender equalism, I'm a feminist though, but the type of feminism we preach today doesn't always work in marriage. Okay, it doesn't always work. I think if you understand feminism to be a woman having the right to choose the life she wants to live, like having a balanced knowledge of what she wants, not just because her culture dictates this, but like she's aware that okay, I can take off my hijab, or I don't have to cook, I can get hired help and all those other things, then that is feminism. That's the type of feminism I believe in, choice. That I should be able to choose if I want to go to school or not. I should be able to choose that I should be able to choose education because it's even available. It's not like there's no education available and then I'm choosing not to go. No, that's a different thing. There's no choice there. I believe in choice feminism. So yeah, that kind of feminism sort of works in marriage. But if you're a Christian, a feminist, a radical feminist, it will not work, because when you understand that somebody is your head and you're covering all those Christian terms. I don't know if this video is going to go into me preaching. You guys have not really seen my Kabashian Christian style before. I don't think you've seen it before. But if you think about all those things, it might this video might go in a different direction. But yeah, marriage equality in marriage is, I think, it's equity. It's not equality. You people, human beings, God created man and woman equally. There's no difference in that. But physiologically and for a lot of other reasons, there might not be equality. One person might earn more, one person might do more, one person might feel neglected. Just the friendship help balance it out. When you feel that, okay, this person, like my husband now, my job is 100 times more flexible, actually, because I've not even fully started yet, but it's more flexible than my husband. So he comes back home 10 o'clock, imagine, for instance. Will I say, like, some days I'm like, you didn't help me with this, you didn't help me, but then I think about it, I'm like, he didn't even have the time, and I start feeling sorry for him, and I start being like, okay, let's talk about this, let's we shall find a way to balance each other out. And maybe if he's not available during the weekdays, then he creates time during weekends, and then we can now have family time and all, just balancing it out. That's the point I'm making. Just shall find a balance, and you can't find that balance if there's no friendship. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Jenny, that she said. Jenny's outlet said, I think they begin the marriages on lies, and later on the lies begin to unfold. That's 100% correct. Like, you guys, there's people always ask, like, should I be honest with my partner? Should I be honest with my husband? Should I tell him everything? Does my partner deserve to know everything? And I'm of the opinion that, yeah, like, to the extent that something might come up tomorrow, they should know, because if the worst thing is to lie to somebody and then the thing comes back to bite you in the face, like, that trust starts to get broken. And when trust is broken, nothing you say ever carries weight. So an innocent girl can send your husband a text and say, oh, hello sir, or hello, or whatever, and because you don't trust this person, automatically it has turned to another thing because of the history of broken trust and, like, communication issues and all those kinds of things. So I think, my own opinion, I think you should just be honest as much as possible. Use wisdom, but I think you should be honest. Tell this person I don't know, there's a video, like, before my channel sort of got to the point that it is now, where my husband and I bumped into one of my exes. Well, we're not even an ex, but it was a fling of sorts. And this summer fling before I became spiritual that I am now, bumped into him at the store, and my husband was like, so this guy you're talking about, imagine if he did not know, and me, I'll now start acting awkward, because me and this guy, we had like it wasn't a relationship, but we had something. That kind of thing can cause issues. It can really cause serious issues. Like, before, so you didn't tell me the truth, you didn't this, you didn't this, you didn't that, and then it turns into some kind of drama that you cannot recover from. I remember that a guy one time, let me give you guys this gist. A guy that I dated bumped into my husband. We were in Lagos for something. He was like, oh, I know you, and your wife, I know her now. Me and her used to The way he even said it was kind of in a condescending manner. But thankfully, I told my husband, so he was ready to defend me. He was like, "Oh, I know you. Oh no, no, no." I don't even know. I can't give you the full details because some of it is personal. But the fact that he knew this guy, knew of the relationship, knew the extent of it, how everything happened, gave him a better chance to react. Better. I don't. English fails me. He was shy able to react. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, let me continue reading comments. Yes, somebody else says, I think people also hide important things from each other, and only when they marry does the other person find, oh my God, these people that are gay, you are gay and you marry somebody that, oh my God, this thing pains me so much. Like, why are you deceiving people? If you like go and do your own thing, nobody is saying that you should not have your relationship or whatever, but why would you marry a woman or a man knowing that you are gay, or knowing that you're infertile, or knowing that you have HIV, or knowing that you've had children outside? Like, so many stories, like this mommy blog. At some point I had to stop reading them because it turned from mommy blog to like a cry for help, because people are like, oh my God, my husband had a lot of has a whole family outside and I didn't know. How can you? A guy tried to do it to me actually. Do you know? Let me give you guys this. This life is going to be interesting. Yeah. So when I was in law school, there was this guy that was coming up to me, and I hope there are young girls here that are not married or whatever. Guys, you have to ask questions. Nigerian men, they would deceive you, okay? They would deceive you. I was young, naive. I had not even really been exposed to a lot of things. So this guy comes up. He had gray hair, so I was like, he's old now, But he kept saying, Mom Confessions, Nazo, I just saw your comment. Mom Confessions, that place, my mind used to just, I was like, what the hell is going on? There's a bad story every day. In fact, one of the posts, there's the reason why I wanted to do this live. But let me just finish this story. So the guy had gray hair and like on his beard and stuff, but he was clean shaven and all that. So he was like, oh, he's 36, his gray hair is natural. Because I was like, this old man, why are you coming to talk to me? But he was like, oh, he's never married, that he just had a child in America when he was in America and something. Just give me some kind of story. And I believed him because I was like, does he have any reason to lie to me? I didn't think anything of it. But thankfully, I was close to my mom. So we're gisting with my mom. I was gisting her. She was like, 36-year-old, gray hair. He's not married. He has a child. Go and ask questions properly. Guys, that's how I started asking questions. Turns out this guy had a family of 3 children and his wife was currently pregnant. And he was telling me this dream, telling me how he wanted to marry me, telling me how he loves a good girl like me who is so well grounded. I was so focused on my studies. Like, he would carry me, he would come and pick me from my room, my apartment, take me to class, bring me back. He would take me to the market. I would cook. This guy sold me dreams, and I would have given my life. I would have. Do you understand? This is how people lie to each other, pretend. Imagine if I had gone all the way and all those kinds of things. This is how people get into things without asking questions. Like, it was crazy. It was really crazy. It was really, really crazy. And I was falling for this guy, but thank God. I really just thank God. Things have saved me. Sometimes even the men that report themselves, like, oh, let me just tell you that I see that you're a good girl. Let me just tell you that, oh, I have a wife and I have a child. So I'll tell you that, oh, you shouldn't mean anything. See, guys, there was the last video I did, with Chantel about long distance marriages. I said relationship. I said something. Ask questions. Like, you need to ask. You don't even have to, if you don't ask the guy, ask his friend, ask people around him, ask people that just know, so that you will be aware of. People pretend and package. You don't know somebody that has crazy anger issues. Ask one of your parents, and they will tell you that they may not have married your dad if they knew who he was. It's true. Oh, you are of age. That time they'll say, oh, I'm of age, it's time to get married, you can get married and all sorts of things. Marry now, the thing just opens like like onions. You just be seeing all sorts of things. It's crazy. People lie. I agree. People lie a lot. I mean, his pregnant wife was at home and he was toasting girls in law school. Hi, Caroline. Oh, Caroline, she's my Caribbean subscriber. Hi. Then yes, Khadija says, I feel like people don't talk about their deal breakers. Yes, what they expect from each other. A lot of the time, you didn't love. I told my husband whole house, see, I cannot accept infidelity. If you cheat on me, I've packed. If you slap me one day by mistake, I've packed. And we're so clear about stuff that we couldn't handle. And my husband was the same way. My husband was like, I expect 100% honesty, no matter what it is, just be honest. So we were able to communicate, and I think that's where dating long distance and dating for a while helps, because you can talk and talk and talk. So from just doing lovey-dovey, you now have an opportunity to now ask real questions and have an opportunity to like share your likes and like the issues, things that bother you, like especially your background, knowing that you could come from different backgrounds and all that. You have an opportunity to do all those things. So that's why I encourage dating for at least like maybe a year or so that you can. I know people still hide. See, some people will date for 5 years and nothing will still come out of it. That's the truth. But as much as possible, talk about your deal breakers, what you can't stand, genotype issues, all those issues. You need to discuss all these things on time, so that you are not neck deep in romance and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god. So people are okay with cheating. I don't understand it, but a lot of people are okay. They're like, as far as I don't catch you. That's what people say. I hear a lot of Nigerian women say, as far as I don't catch you. Personally, catch you or not catch you, it's not okay, because you're not just doing it against me. You're breaking the vows, you're breaking the covenants with God, you're breaking my heart, the children are involved, so many things. Like, why? What's the reason? Can you guys forgive infidelity? Let's ask that question. Do you think that infidelity is a deal breaker for you? What is it? Even lying about money, oh my god, that one is even one of the worst things. This smart money one that you are talking about, I had to go and buy the book because I was like, I need to just, because the reality of okay, so let's talk about, let me read more comments. Hey everyone, hi Lillian, Adane and family, hi. Yes, tell your partner everything. I agree with it as well. I can relate to the situation you talked about. Yes, that's what I agree. The fact that you already opened up to him, gave him a backstory and made him react better. Yes, exactly. Because he knew who the person was and all that, he was able to react and even defend me when the guy was trying to be, condescending. Caroline says, I think some people are just getting married for the glitz and glamour and just to follow trends and say they're married. Yes, some people are addicted to the Mrs. title. A lot of women want to be Mrs. I know that in Nigeria especially, and I think Africa, being a Mrs. gives you, madam, hey, madam. When they see your ring, madam, yes, now, oh, mommy, this, oh, ma. It don't mean anything. It's nice, it's nice. I won't lie that it's nice, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't take away from you as a person to be single and make the right choice. Don't be quick to get married for it. Like, we've seen it everywhere. The reason why I'm even so passionate about this thing is because my mom used to work with a women's organization. So when I was growing up, I used to see all the women who come to her, people who needed help from domestic violence, people who needed help from abusive partners, people that stole their money, all sorts of things, infidelity, unwanted pregnancy. So I saw a lot growing up. So from when I was a child, these things have been, ingrained in me. So I'm very passionate and particular that I don't make the mistake that some of these women and even family members made, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. Your happiness, your life, your destiny cannot be cut short because of a marriage. Your destiny is to glorify God. Like, God has put you on this earth and given you purpose for a reason. And if you use marriage, how do I put it now? Marriage can destroy that purpose. It can destroy the trajectory of your life. The wrong marriage or the wrong relationship or the wrong whatever, it can break you. People have been broken, like they never recover, because of the marriage or a bad marriage. So yeah, mom professions, God, that place, and somebody even told her. I remember the post. Now, so I don't know if you saw the post where somebody complained and said, "Oh, I thought that it was about mommyhood and life as a new mom and all that. When did it turn to this kind of gossip blog kind of thing?" And people were reacting. Is it your blog? I supported that person, and I followed you because I was looking for cradle cap remedy. My daughter had cradle cap and I just didn't know what to do and what to use, so I was searching online and checking everywhere, and then I saw Tosin, I don't know, Tosin, I don't know if you guys, what's her name now, Lynn Jaffet, on YouTube and all that. She talked about it briefly, and I started checking other mommy blogs. That's how I found all these people, and now all of them have turned into stories of my husband is cheating on me with the house girl, his sister-in-law is beating me in the house. All sorts of stories are going on. People are suffering, guys. People are suffering. Okay, let me read more. You guys, I'm so happy you guys are engaging today. Cheating is a deal breaker for me. I don't understand how. I don't understand it. Like, it will take the grace of God to forgive infidelity. Like, it's not going to be easy at all. I know when I was getting married, people were telling me, "Oh, you have to do turn upside down, do like this for the man, do like this for the man. Oh, look at your mother. Your mother is so calm. My mom is very calm. My mom and my dad are like fire and ice. But even though these days it's changing, my mom is not becoming fire in old age. in old age. But yeah, look at your mom. She's so calm. She's so loving. Look at your aunties. They've stayed. One of them was advising me. So many. The advice was 80% bad, and all of it was tolerate his excesses, do all you can to make him happy, and it was all about him, and that's what they keep telling you. And I'm like, you don't even women see in the marriage you have to dictate what you want. You have to dictate the standard you want your marriage to be. You can't just allow anybody impose their standards and their ideals. Even your husband, what do you expect from your marriage? What do you want your marriage to be? Talk, engage, so that you can. It's your marriage too. He didn't just marry. He didn't just marry you. You married him. I don't know if that makes sense. It's both of you that did the marrying, so both of you should enjoy it. In my opinion, anyway. Did you read the story of the man who his mistress died? His wife thought the woman was just a colleague, but she said her husband's mistress and she was pregnant. I saw that one. The husband was mourning. He said, "I need some time to recover from this tragedy." Man, people are going through it. This is an interesting question. What are you looking forward to the most in your 30s? In short answer, I'm looking forward to blooming. There are some people who were born and they were cute. Like, I was a cute baby. I look exactly like Jasmine. My baby picture is somewhere. It's not here. I don't know if you guys can see all the Polaroids and pictures here, but it's in my room. I look exactly like that because I was growing up. I was the only dark person in my family, like dark skin. Secondary school, I was bullied a lot. I didn't have a lot of friends. I went through a lot of issues in secondary school, boarding school, and all that. University, here and there, depression, self-esteem issues, and all that. It wasn't until I got to my late 20s that I started blossoming. It's like a flower that has been planted and has been growing. And then at some point, it's like, okay, sun is shining on the flower, photosynthesis. I'm not a scientist, I'm just giving you an analogy, and the flower starts opening up a little bit, right? And I think this, my 30th year, is the year that I finally bloom, and I'm looking forward to it, where I'm confident in myself. I don't really care what anybody has to say. I like to look good, I like to speak good, I'm doing what I want to do, I'm doing what I've been called to do. I'm engaging in my spiritual side a lot more, my calling, my purpose. I'm doing things, my life is finally aligning. So in my 30s, I'm looking forward to blooming. Okay, that's the short and long answer of the day. Thank you for asking that question. It's very interesting. Okay, so Jenny's outlet says, for me, we did credit check and we talked about everything you can imagine. Honestly, it's necessary. Hey, do you imagine it happened to someone I know that this guy packaged because she was a rich girl. So she came from a rich home. The guy thought that, okay, he has hit jackpot, he has hammered, okay, so he now decided that he's going to go all out for the wedding and all sorts of things, just so that he can appear to be bigger than he is, like, richer than he is and all that. My sisters, wedding came and went. This guy True Color came and he didn't have shishi. He was broke. Guys, people are lying. A lot of people are lying. Even girls, not just men. Girls are lying too. Paternity fraud, all sorts of things. Good. We even talked about the number of children we want, though later I didn't keep to my word about the number. It's true, me too. We talked about the number of children. I wanted 6 children in the beginning, no. Then Jasmine came and I was like, yeah, no, we can't do this. 2 is okay. After this, I'm done. But somehow I feel like we have a 3rd child in us. I feel like we have 1 more child. But I'm not looking forward to it right now. Like, let me just adjust my life before I just, take in again. Okay, he will sometimes wake up in the midnight morning. Yes, that's I remember that story. That story was very funny. That story was very funny. Imagine mourning for your mistress in your marriage. Why didn't you just... The question I have for these men that cheat, why don't you just leave your wives? Why don't you say, okay, I don't want to get married again, divorce her, then go and do your thing? Like, why do you want to be married to this woman and still be cheating on her? You know, I feel like people don't even understand what cheating does to people. I think cheating is more than heartbreak. Is like you're literally using hammer to hit somebody, because it affects self-esteem, it affects your the idea you have of yourself, it affects your physical self, like you're like, oh, are you worthless, your mental self, like a lot of things, even the shame from the public and from people around you and all of that, like it affects a lot of things. So why are you doing it? I think that if you think you're done with the marriage, you might as well just say, okay, I'm done, and then, you know, or the relationship, I'm done, and then go and do what you gotta do. I think anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I think so. Okay, so there's something I wanted to talk about actually. Yes, Naza, I'm seeing your comment. You say, why not just leave? Exactly. Like, you have checked out of the marriage, you don't want again, so why don't you just go and relieve the person of the heartbreak? So one of the stories in this month blog that I wanted to talk about, Sha. Taylor said third child. I can't wait for the content. That one is like 4 years or 5 years by the grace of God. When all these two people, Jasmine is a riot. She's just like me. She's literally just like me. Anyway, let's talk about this topic. So, how much is enough to contribute in a marriage as a woman? So this lady was talking about, okay, a lady sent in a question. I don't know, as well, I'm sure you'd have seen it. They're asking that she she just got married and she wants to know what she should contribute towards. Like, she's asking other moms and wives, like, should I contribute to rent, bills, like what exactly should I contribute? Which, in my opinion, I feel like part of these things that they send, these questions that people ask, you should be asking your partner, not other people that are not in your marriage. I mean, my partner and I have sat down and talked about, okay, take care of this, take care of this, take care of this, while I take care of this, take care of this, take care of this, you know. So she asked that question, that what should she contribute, that she doesn't know what she should do. And then the somebody now replied and said that honestly that the girl should use her. I imagine how the woman said it. She was like, open your eyes like this and know what you're contributing towards, because she, for 14 years of her marriage, she had been contributing. She started off as um started off as paying for small things here and there. The husband was supposed to be working, then he lost his job, and then all of a sudden he stopped working. And because she was earning the bulk of the money and doing a lot of the things, he did not contribute at all. That she even raised money for him to start a business, he gambled the whole money away. She raised money for him, like, to go for job interview and all that. He will never go. He just got comfortable sitting down in the house and taking her money all the time. Like, he refused to allow her. By the way, guys, please thumb up this video. It's part of my engagement. So yeah, but as I was saying rather, so he refused to do anything. He just lives in the house. He doesn't contribute to school fees, nothing. Like, she does everything. So her own opinion was that if she had known, she would not have even started what she started. She would have pretended like she didn't have any money so that the guy would be forced to work. And more than that, she even feels like the guy hates the fact that she has money. So he's doing everything he can to destroy her sources of income. Like, he wants to spoil her business, say nonsense about her elsewhere, like a lot of bad things. And I was just wondering to myself, okay, how much is too much? Like, bearing in mind we're in a feminist revolution type of situation where now women breadwinners and all that, where do you draw the line with contributing to finances? Where do you stop? Where do you start? Talk to me. Let me read some of the comments. I'm seeing a lot of them now. Okay, some people are still commenting on the cheating spouse part. It says some men want the best of both worlds. The day you find a content man, praise God. Yep, you do, praise God. I think women are afraid to leave cheating spouses because they are afraid of what society will say, especially after posting 1,000 pictures on IG showing how happy you are. True. Sometimes social media holds you to ransom. That's true. I think that's one of the reasons why celebrity marriages, they even last as long as they do, because some people feel like, well, I've posted pictures, I've done this, I've done that. So, I mean, we should stick to it. When somebody is beating you in the house and you're not talking about it. Like, if you look at this Tonto and this Popo Gary, I don't know what her name is that thing. That guy, she was going through it, but we didn't know. She was just posting and posting, and we're thinking, oh wow, she has finally found happiness. Meanwhile, she was crying and begging. Okay. Okay, somebody said on the contribution, how much a woman should contribute is relating to what she earns. I agree with that 100%. I mean, if you're not earning much, you can't contribute. I mean, it's physically impossible, you know. But there's some men that will make you put everything. There was a post I saw recently that the man, he earns twice or three times the lady, but he still wants her to contribute half of her earnings, like no, not even half of her earnings, half towards half of the rent. So let's say the rent is $1,000 now, and this lady earns maybe $200 a month, for instance. He wants her to still contribute $500. So how is she going to do it? But that's how some men are. They're like, oh, equality, equality. I want everything even, like 150-50 through everything. But it can't work that way, man. I don't know. I think it's depending on what you earn, you know. Okay, then um Christabel says, never pay for your children's school fees. Even if you do, don't let your husband know except he's having a hard time. Hmm. I feel like in this instance, it's also relative to the situation of your home. That's why I said the hard time. I agree with that. But I also think that don't start what you can't finish. Okay, when you start taking up responsibilities here and there, it just becomes normal. Sometimes the guy might not be doing it in a malicious way or to hurt your feelings or to do anything wrong. Sometimes it just becomes, okay, this is the standard you have created and this is what we're going to stick to. Okay, so you have to kind of navigate and know, you know, one of my aunties gave me good advice. She was like, she literally said, don't start what you can't finish. Don't do superwoman in marriage. There's nothing like superwoman in marriage. Lay out your expectations. Don't try to outdo yourself or outdo your predecessors. Like, oh, your mom did this, I want to do this, I want to be better than this, I want to sweep up and do all things every day. Whatever you start is how you dictate the tone of the marriage. So if you know that you may not be able to afford the school fees, or if you can, I mean, it just depends. Oh, because there are some situations where the woman is the breadwinner, so she will pay the school fees and he'll do the like lesser things. I don't know. So it just, I don't know. Okay, Nazwa and Tilo are having their own conversation. My parents run a school, and some women just help her with the fees one time, and the dad washes his hand from the situation. Yeah. Nigerian, Nigerian or African men have a peculiar way of behaving, and I don't understand it truly, but they have a peculiar way of behaving. Okay, for context sake, these women are not wealthy, they earn less than that. See, sometimes these men, especially the men where they see their women going out, I don't even know. Like, I think the generation before us, or I don't even know if the generation before us have, a lot of men hate women. That's just the summary of what I'm going to say. A lot of men hate women. They hate their wives, but they marry them anyway because they just wanted to have children or wanted to say they are married. You hate somebody. Why would you see your wife suffering every day and all you are thinking about is, she has paid school fees now, let me let my hand go. But she, you have money now, or you are paying now, and you let it go. Then you gamble the money away. So many things are going on. So that's why it goes back to marriage. Before you marry somebody, I think you need to have all these conversations and look at who you're marrying. Look at the person, or check, ask questions, because some people genuinely hate you. I know that this lady only did a post. When did you realize that your boyfriend or your partner hated you? And some of the stories are so crazy, but they're also relatable. I told you guys of a story of my embarrassing moment when the guy made me trek for 5. He could have given me £5. This guy had over £10,000 in his account. He don't allow me to use his card to pay for taxi. Made me trek. That should have even knocked sense into my head that this guy does not rate you for 1 minute. He does not rate you for 1 minute. Some guys, you are sleeping with them, you are married to them, you are doing all sorts of things with them, you are doing James Bond, acrobatic, doing all sorts of, but they hate you. They hate your progress. They hate the fact that you even earn money, so you don't have to. Some men want you to beg them every day for money because they saw that their mothers were begging, and it makes them feel like a man. So you are like, okay, I'm going to beg. Do you understand? Like, there's so many things that. So this contribution and any money and all that is a very deep and layered topic. It gets as it be, you know. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. The thing is strong. It's a lot of women are going through it. A lot of women, like, I remember how a driver that we had once, he came to me and said, oh, his children are writing WAEC. WAEC is it's like IGCSE. If you're not Nigerian, they're writing WAEC, and that he wants money to pay for, you know, the school the wire thing, and I gave this guy more. Do you know this guy went and drank? In fact, that it was end of the month, and I was like, okay, instead of putting my tithe in church, let me use this tithe and give it to him. That's me sowing seed into his life for his children. I was feeling very, spiritual with myself. Oh my God, I'm doing such a good thing, paying it forward. This guy drank that money away. He came back and said, auntie, the money don't finish. In fact, I had to even steal money from my wife's handbag to come and pay transport to come to work today. I said, I was just thinking, do you understand what kind of man is this? The wife now will think that she has money in her handbag. You have packed the money. And most likely you drank because he was already spending on alcohol. So he drank on his way to work. What? Who are people marrying? Not you people marrying. So I don't wish it for anybody, but who are women marrying? Okay. Yes, it's true. Sometimes the women don't earn that much. Sometimes they're doing everything they selling akara, selling paper, selling all these things on the road, selling. I have a woman that literally where I buy fruits from, when she's in the around, I get the fruits at affordable rates. She's very reasonable with bargain, and I can get it once the woman steps out and her husband is in charge, I 100% believe that the husband is even taking the money. The day that I didn't have cash, I told her, oh, do you have account? Let me send you the money. Let me transfer this money to you. And the account was her husband's. I said, don't you have an account? I said, no, my husband, they take her. And I'm just looking at her like, this is how it is now. You don't have account. His husband is taking your salary, you're putting in the husband's account. Then he will not decide how much he will give you out of the money you earn. You're the one going to market. You're the one stressed. This man will always just sit down. In fact, when you come to buy fruits when the man is there, he doesn't stand. He says the small children. So come and start packing it for you. He will never stand up. But he's sending your account number. It's 1,000. It's 2,000. Women. Okay. Yeah, self-esteem makes a lot of women take a lot of things that are additional to them. Their men additional. I agree. Self-esteem and lack of education, because you don't know better. Sometimes you don't know better because you saw, what your mother and grandmother and whoever took, and you're deciding to take it. And that's why I believe social media is a good thing. That a lot of people, even though some of the people that are online are not particularly the best example, but a lot of them are encouraging women to think. So even if you don't agree with the points that they are making, it's making you might go back to go research, you might go back to ask questions, you might start changing your ideology. So I love the fact that social media is available so people can, have conversations and feel like maybe you retrace your steps. This thing I was doing wasn't so good, doesn't make so much sense. That kind of, those kinds of things. You're right. I don't get people sometimes. You and your partner should decide what each person should bring. The line should be not playing the whole rent by yourself. I agree. Um, yes, I agree. Women should be careful who they choose to lay with and reproduce with. 100% agree. 100% agree. I said something once. I said a lot of women let marriage happen to them, while a lot of men seek out partners to marry. So people will shame you for saying, oh, you want to marry a rich man. But a man will say, man, I want girl will get better background. I want to make sure her papa get money, so you go give me contract here and there, do all these kinds of things. But women, if you want a man that is well to do, they'll tell you, no, marry a man that you grow with. Every time you want to grow with somebody, why can't you marry someone that's already established? But men are easier. Like, I don't know if you guys agree or relate to what I'm saying. A lot of the times, men are bigger gold diggers. They are bigger destiny snatchers than women, because they're looking at how they can advance their own lives. But women, we're here thinking, I want to get married, I want to reproduce, you're not thinking about your career, you're not thinking about trajectory of your life, you're not thinking about, how many children does he want, will the children stifle your growth? You're not thinking about any of these things. You just want to marry because of the sake of marriage. I've married, I'm 25, my friends are getting married, it's time for me to marry. Kasala go boast. Sorry, if you're not Nigerian, I'm speaking pidgin. That's what happens. We allow marriage to happen. If you ask yourself, why did you get married? A lot of women don't know the answer to that question. Why did you get married? What was the reason for saying yes to your husband? Apart from he asked you. What? Even as I'm talking now, I'm even asking myself, like, okay, It's a lot of the time we don't even think about it. Oh, he asked me, fine boy, oh, you're carrying your shoulder up, Mrs. A. Meanwhile, this man is thinking about his future, how 10 years from now he wants to be a governor, a politician, and your father knows somebody that knows somebody, and that's it, that's the relationship, and that's it. That's it. Meanwhile, you are here. I'm married, I'm Mrs. Somebody, I've carried belly, I'm carrying children up and down. Ask yourself, why Tyler Perry was onto something though. Tyler Perry was onto something. Why did I get married? Why did you get married? Why do you want to get married? Another day I was asking myself, why do you want children? I don't know why I want children. Let me be honest with you guys right now. I just got pregnant. I was even somebody when I was younger. I really didn't want children in the beginning because I was like, I don't want to, like, I'm scared I would ruin them. I'm scared that I would, the trauma from childhood, I'll pass it on to them. I'm scared that I will not be able to handle their purpose, and a lot of things were scaring me. Then I got pregnant, and all of a sudden I had 2 children. Now, why do I want children? Why do I even have children? Like, those questions we don't even know the answers to. Some people are running helter-skelter looking for IVF and other things because they want babies to say they have babies and children. But why? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to want children. I'm saying that, like, it's now, like, in retrospect, I'm now thinking, okay, am I responsible enough to take care of another person? Am I responsible enough to give life? Like, literally, giving birth is giving life to somebody, and then nurturing them is giving life, because they're instilling whatever they will take for the rest of their life. Are you capable? I don't know. These are honest questions that I think we should ask ourselves. Why? Why are you married? Why do you want children? Why are you having children? And all those kinds of things. So that the why makes your purpose clearer. It makes it clearer. It makes you see. It makes you know where you're going. When you know why, you know the steps you are taking. You know how to handle. When your husband messes up or hurts your feelings, and you think about why I married him, he's my friend, he's my lover, he does these things for me. It makes the things bearable. Forgiveness even becomes easier, for said purposes. And yes, Tina says procreation is of God. I agree. It's of God. But when the Bible says train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he never departs from it, do you know where your child should go? Question. Let me read another comment. Why enter pastor mode? Guys, I'm a pastor, Loki. Okay. Where did I stop? They get jealous. Do you think men can actually get jealous of their wives? Yes, a lot of men are jealous of their wives. And you know that sometimes, a lot of times, the star in the home is the woman, but some men will cover the there was a time in my presence, a woman got a job. The job would have paid higher than her husband. In there, the man called somebody. No. I'm not going to do this kind of work now. She go to travel, she go to do it. No. She's supposed to stay house with the children. That's how I cut it short. She literally got the promotion. They have not even told her, like, they had not announced it. The guy was, and because I might have family members watching this, so I'm just trying to be careful. Literally, as the thing came, before it even reached her, they've cancelled it. Oh, I don't want you to work. You are working. You are doing excellently well. Dressing up. No. All these clothes that you're opening your body, they are doing like, and you're not really opening your body, you're just doing like, cover. It's literally covering you so nobody can see you. You have married your enemy. You have to be careful. I don't even know why this topic is this gist is entering this gist today, but I'm happy about that we're having this conversation. Sometimes it's not easy to sit down and film video like this because you want to keep it short. You want to do like 20 minutes even long. Nobody watch a video for 20 minutes, but you want to do like 10-15 minutes and just go. But sometimes it's necessary to have, like, ask ourselves these questions, okay? Yes, most marriages I've seen recently is because the women started making more money than the men. It's confusing. I agree. Sometimes a man's ego, or they said, I asked my husband when they were just talking, I was like, do you think women don't have ego? Everything is man's ego. Don't women have pride? Don't women have ego? Those women want peace. Every time it's man. The kind of conversations we have in my house here, and both of us are lawyers. So sometimes this one is starting up and I said So then they're just gisting. But I had to ask, the women have ego too. So why, I don't know, why is it that men are easily bruised? Like, why are men so fragile? I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of times it's earning power. That's because sometimes the man feels, a lot of men feel peace. You want to pass, you can pass. I'm not, it's not good like this. Yeah. Sometimes a lot of men feel that their purpose is tied to their financial standing. Like their, is it purpose or their worth? Yes, their worth is tied to their finances. So if you have money, you can now talk. If you have money, you're not a big person. If you have money, you're, those kinds of things. So a lot of people think that that's their who they are and all that. So I think that when that is threatened, when your wife, the wife or the partner starts aiming a little more, it starts shaking the dynamic and the foundation. If that is especially what the man felt, okay, it makes me a man because I have money. I know some men that don't have any game if they don't talk about money. Like, you're toasting a girl, oh, I'll give you this, I'll give you this. You don't even have conversation, nothing. There are a lot of men like that if you poke at their foundation, nothing. It's just air because they're always talking about money. I'm a firm believer of everyone contributing their fair share. For instance, my hobby doesn't really ask that I contribute, but I end up spending a lot on buying things for the house. It's same for me. It's same for me. Like, any small money I have, I've used for the house. So it's not even the way my household works. My husband is the bigger earner, and because he's, yes, let's just say he's the bigger earner, so he takes more of the bills, but I take care of my own things that I can. And it just happened like that. Like, we kind of just organically divided what we were doing, but then as time went on, we now sat down and actually analyzed our finances and said, okay, you take this, contribute here. And as my money has increased, business is increasing, I'm now contributing more because I believe that I should make my home as comfortable as possible and not stress this man too much. Like, because this same man, if he makes money, like let's say he gets a contract, out of that money he will still give me. So why would, like, I don't understand. That's going back to the whole friendship thing. When you understand that you're in a partnership with your friend, you want, the partnership is that the project you guys are working on should blossom, should bloom, should be doing really well, and that project is our family. So if I can contribute here and he can contribute here, and the day he can't contribute here, I can contribute more, and the times that I can't contribute, it works well for us. That's how it works in my home anyway. So yeah, that's how violence starts. Yes, now I understand what you're saying. I'm speaking so much wisdom. Thank you. IVF mom, wow, congratulations. Congratulations. Procreation is of God. Yes, I agree. Karen says these little humans are a full-time job. They really make you ask yourself why. I've been asking myself why a lot recently, and I've been asking for patience. Like, I've been asking God to teach me. Like, I don't want to just raise children because of the sake of raising children. And okay, now everybody's rejecting African parenting, spanking and flogging and all those things, and now they're doing what they call positive parenting. And I've been, yeah, she's crying, she's eating. I expressed milk, so they're feeding her. So what do you, I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so everybody's saying, oh, positive parenting is the way to go, don't spank your kid and all that. But I don't know, because this is the first time this is my first 2 years of being a parent. So I just keep asking God, Lord, teach me, show me how to raise these children right. I don't want to raise them the way opposite of how I was raised, because I didn't like how I was raised. I'm not shading my parents, I'm just saying. And I don't want to do what everybody is doing because, okay, it's now cool to be doing, a naughty corner and, don't talk back to your mother, all those kind of things. I want to raise the children, like, I want to mirror them in God's image. I don't know if that makes sense. So I just keep asking God, patience, teach me, show me, how do we raise these kids right? Because it's not easy. When you know that you're in charge of somebody's destiny, at least from now till they're 18, till they leave your house. It's a lot of pressure. And that pressure has been on my neck for a while. Like, I've just been thinking about it. Like, wow. Okay. So do you guys have any other questions for me? We've dealt with how much to contribute. So the conclusion is that contribution depends on your home, but you just need to know who you're married to, so that you don't go and exert yourself. Somebody made a post somewhere, I think it was on Dan as well, where she said she went to someone's funeral and they were saying, oh, she was such a good woman, she sacrificed for us, she did for us this, she did for us that. Like they all were talking about what she did for they were talking about what she did for them, how she contributed for them. There was nothing about her. Okay, so you go for somebody's obituary, somebody's life story, you're giving a eulogy to this person or about this person, and you don't talk about her. You talk about what she did for everybody else. That's what I am afraid of living a life that has been sucked dry by everybody else and not fulfilling purpose. God said we should, die empty by, doing all the things that He has called you to do, all the purpose, all that He has asked you to do. But even then, you still have that life to live for Him, because that purpose even concerns you. What have you achieved? Whose lives have you touched? Not, oh, she did this, she did it. I don't know if you guys get the thing I'm saying, and it really struck me. A lot of mothers, a lot of wives, like, you sacrifice everything for every other person, your children, your husband. Not saying that it's a bad thing, but you give so much that there's nothing left. And in old age, you are left like, what's the sum total of my life? Children and husband. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. These are questions I've been thinking in my head. Sometimes when you go in my head, it's a lot, it's heavy. Like, is that all? Is that all that you're called to be? A mother, a wife, is an employee, even business. You might not even do business, just everything. Let's talk about that. We'll soon close, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. I know everybody's going winding down for the week, weekend, for the evening. So let's just have maybe 10 20 minutes is long. 10-15 minutes, more just chatting. Chacha MSS says, the problem I'm having now, he doesn't want me to work or do anything. I feel like if I start doing something, it's like I'm not submissive. He's the man. What he says is what will happen. Submissiveness is not slavery, guys. Submissiveness is not slavery. And marriage is partnership. Hi. Dad is still sleeping. Okay. Submission is not what you think submission is. What they've told you submissiveness is not what you think it is. Submissiveness is you're submitting to a vision. You're submitting to a purpose. You're submitting to what's the English? And that submission is like laying down your life. It's not that laying down your life as in you're just relinquishing I and making it we. That's my understanding of submission. It's not just I. It's now we for the betterment of that vision. That is my understanding. Okay. And in that verse, everybody is quoting submission. They said, submit yourself unto one another. That was the first thing. So it means that this person is laying down his life, or the woman is also laying down her life. And then it now says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved his church, that he laid down his life for the church. So if you love your wife like you love yourself and God loves the church, I don't even know how you tell somebody not to work and not to do a business and not to do anything if you don't even have a better plan for the person. You can't even have a better plan for this topic is annoying me. So I'm so sorry. You have to have a conversation with yourself honestly first and ask yourself what you're doing in that marriage and what you want the outcome of this situation to be like. We're talking about a woman who died and didn't have anything apart from what everybody is talking about how she did this one. Like, you need your own source of income. You need your own source of earning. Even if you're not going out every day, even if he says, okay, he doesn't want to go. There are online business, there are things you can do. And you have to have that conversation. That's why I said that the marriage is not, oh, he just married you. You also married him. You chose him. So you have a stake in that marriage as well. So you should be able to say, okay, this is what I want for this marriage. This is what I deserve. This is what I require. Don't just take what they have said as, okay, they say I should submit. No. Challenge what is being said. Like, this is what I want for myself. This is not what I want for myself. I don't know if I'm making sense. Guys, if you have any contribution to what the poster is saying, please leave your submissions there. I just think that you have to have that conversation for if not for anything, for your future and the future of your children. We've seen where he will tell you not to work, then he'll bring another woman into the house, and then, or you have another side chick somewhere else and you're left destitute, or he'll be like, oh, pack up and leave, or something will happen and you will not have anything. A lot of the time when somebody tells you that they don't want you to earn, they want you to control you, because they want to use, sorry guys, how we go. They want to use money as a controlling factor. They want to hold you to ransom. So ask the question, have this conversation. Have this conversation for yourself and for your future. I'll leave it at that. I mean, we've talked about it enough. You guys, if you have anything to say to help her, advise her, that's it. But you need to have this conversation. It's not what he says will happen. Submissiveness is not like that. That's not what submissive is. My husband even told, my uncle said, partnership is the greatest form of submission. When two of you come together, you know you're working for each other. If he says, okay, don't work, what's the plan he has for you? Is he going to give you salary every month? Is he going to set up a business for you? Is there any way you're going to earn money for yourself that doesn't require you begging him every month for money? Ask yourself that question. Okay, Caroline says, this submission causes so many issues because of people's interpretation. I agree. A lot of people are, people interpret things based on how it suits them and how they want to benefit from it. You will not interpret something in a way that is not beneficial to you. A lot of people are not like that. So yeah, I understand. I understand why people do the things they do. Doesn't mean it's okay, but I get it. Christabel says, truth is, you need a source of income apart from your husband. Life is very fickle to depend on totally on someone. I agree completely. Even if the man is a good man, let's say we're even interpreting it as if he's a bad man or maybe he has bad intentions. Assuming he's a good guy, assuming he just really wants, like, his ideal woman is a housewife, somebody that is just there for the kids, that he will pay you and taking care of you completely, like he will literally take care of you and spoil you, you will not want for anything. If you drop dead today, what will happen? What will happen to you? If you literally drop dead today, hi Jazzy. Guys, Jazzy is awake. Want to say hello? Come. What's scratching? This is what I just woke up from sleep. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Say hello. Are you seeing them? This one's not. Did you enjoy your sleep? Why are you crying? No water. Karen says, Taylor says, when it comes to submission, as a modern African woman, stay away from village advice. I agree. As a modern African woman, stay away from village advice. Make nobody advise you wrongly. Don't take what they are saying. He's a man, endure. Problem. Carolyn says, my advice is, if he gives you $1,000 or $10,000, put some aside. I pray he even gives you $10,000. We are going far. We are going far. I pray. Yeah. So see, life is a sum of different variables. So we have to be really, really careful. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. You don't know. Even if, like we've talked about it, the last two videos, I think the second to the last video I did, we talked about how, like, even a subscriber actually agreed with me in the video we were talking about, where we said that in-laws come and just take everything that you have worked for. So she actually agreed. I forget her name now. I pinned the comment in that video where she said that her parents bought everything together. They actually earned together, bought everything together. But when the dad passed away, the in-laws came and took everything. They literally took, even though the mom and the dad bought things together. So in your case now, that it's only him that is working and bringing the money, God forbid he passes away, what will happen to you? They will literally come. That's what will happen. Oh, it's my brother, and whatever. And all sorts of people will come and take everything from you. So you have to be smart about it. Protect yourself, protect your finances, protect your future. Okay, guys. So we're gonna round up soon. In the next 3 minutes, I have to go give them dinner. No school tomorrow, Independence Day, but I just thought I'll chat with you guys. I actually had fun. I like that we talked about some heavier topics than normal. I mean, I just conversing. Hopefully, people will see this. Hopefully, the lady that sent her cha will get help and make better choices. Okay. Taylor says also church groups they'll tell you to pray about everything. As much as we are spiritual, we also live in a physical world. Sometimes you just need to use that brain. I agree. You have to use yourself. You have to think and plan accordingly, and then prayer will back up your actions. Okay, you have to care enough about yourself and your future than subjecting it to whatever a man says or whatever a man dictates. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for chatting with me. Last 2 minutes, does anybody have anything to say? Actually, guys, please, I need content recommendations. Please, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, like sometimes I get stuck and I want to do I want to film videos I like and I'm interested in, but I also want to do videos that you would want to see or watch that you would actually enjoy. So please, you're welcome, Chacha. I really hope that you make the right choice for yourself. So please let me know now, or let me know. You can send me a message on Instagram, or you can send me now. Like let me actually make content that you're interested in. Sometimes I get blocks. I watch other people's videos. I'm like, is this for me? Is this not for me? And you want the channel to grow. I want the family to grow, and people to actually engage. So I'm like, what do I do? Like, what should I film? Vlogs. Okay, Christopher says vlogs. Yeah, I've been doing vlogs. But the constraint with vlogs sometimes is that because I work 9 to 5 and I can't take it to work because I'm a lawyer, I can't take you guys to court with me. So what I'm able to show is after work or weekends. So a lot of the time it might not be that much to show, but I try to do vlogs as much as possible. I have a vlog. Actually, I've done a vlog today, but I got back from work late and I couldn't finish editing the vlog. So yeah, I have about 3 vlogs that I've filmed just to edit them. Time with 2 kids and life. But yeah, if you have any other content ideas, collab with Adeze or Nedzeville. Okay, you guys should tell Adeze. Adeze is a really nice person. You should tell her now that we should collab together. Nedzeville, I only met her once. I met her once at Lelo's birthday. So maybe I know sometimes when you want to approach a bigger YouTuber, you're looking at your numbers like I only have 1.5k subscribers. Then they have like 20k, 30k. Like what am I don't know if you guys understand like where is the collab going to come from? The reason why I collab with Chantel so much, sometimes it's not even that we are collabing, we're just gisting because we're friends. Okay, so we are just like chilling and we're like, let's film this video together. Sometimes I will not even realize that it's a collab. We're just talking. I'm like, I think we should film, we should talk about this, and then it happens. So it's organic, but I don't know how to reach out to somebody and say let's go. I really don't know. But maybe I'll try. I'll write that down for the future because they're also in Port Harcourt too, so it won't hurt to talk with them. Yeah, so I don't know. But we'll see. And you see, whenever I'm around them, so they even mention me in their videos sometimes. Like Nello always shouts me out. Chantal does all the time. So I don't know. We'll see, Sha, by the grace of God. Because we have to grow. It's by force. So the way dollar, guys, sardine is now almost 700 naira. Sardine is 700 naira. Can you imagine? The other day we bought sardine for 620. I was still telling as well that it was 400 and something. Excuse me. So things are expensive. Like things are Indomie, the small Indomie, if you're not Nigerian, Indomie, the small pack that used to be 50 naira is now 100 naira. Bag of basmati rice is almost 20k. It's not the Nigerian bag of rice, but basmati is insane. So everybody is looking for how to earn extra. Rice is this small pack now, like it is extra. Everybody has to make more money, how to do better. So honestly, like that's another whole conversation altogether. Like, where's Nigeria heading? Where's the world heading? What are we doing? I don't know. Okay, Christopher said, personally, I don't like sit-down videos as much compared to vlogs. Do any challenge with your husband? Yeah, sometimes the vlogs, I think vlogs are more enjoyable. I think people a lot of them enjoy vlogs more than sit down. I think the sit down just even depends on the topic and what you're saying and all that. So yeah, I get that. I just said mind how many subscribers you have. That's true. That's true. But you know, well, sometimes I just feel like I don't want to overstep boundaries or relationships. I met Nello through Chantel and Adeze through Nello. Okay, so we are cool, we are friendly and all that. They are friends, like they've come to my house and all that. But I don't want a situation where it's like, oh, you're taking advantage of the new relationship. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not forward like that. I don't know. But we'll see, we'll try. As we're growing, hopefully things will just organically align themselves. Um yeah, just keep vlogging and keep up the consistency. Thank you. I'm trying my best with this consistency thing. Like, it's not easy because we now have good internet. I'm able to film the same day. Sorry, the thing went off. Yeah, because we don't have good internet, I'm able to film the same day and upload that day sometimes. Or I'm able to edit that day and upload. Before, sometimes it can take 24 hours. Like, literally, I will try to upload almost a day and a half before I need it to upload. So it was ridiculous. Now, thankfully, I'm better prepared. Like, I can upload more videos. So I'm happy about that. Even though it's expensive, but I mean, for the good of the business. I pack one pack of window is 100 naira. And eggs is now one egg is 80 naira. So many things there. One flat. You guys, Nigeria is suffering. Nigeria, you guys pray for Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, if you're outside Nigeria, you're Nigerian. If you're not even like, just pray for the people because you know people in Nigeria. Just pray for us. Like, everybody cannot relocate. That's what I'm saying. Everybody cannot relocate. All of us cannot japa. You can't, like, I'm a lawyer. My husband is a lawyer. So where will we start from? Both of us have to either convert our Nigerian law degree, because I even have an English I have an English law degree, so I went to school in England. So we'll either have to convert Nigeria and English law degree to Canadian degree, assuming we're going to Canada, or we have to change careers. And in that process of changing careers, what will we be doing when we are changing careers? Like, it's a lot. Like, I've thought about this thing several times. Oh, people say, oh, I went to school in Canada, so I have better chances. Yeah, I did, actually. I schooled in Canada for 6 years. The question is, when I go, what am I going to do? I don't even see myself not being a lawyer. I've been thinking, I don't have sense in maths. Like, I don't know maths. I'm not good at tech or all these things, coding, whatever. I never even imagine myself coding. Is YouTube going to be full time? I'm not blown enough to say, okay, YouTube can sustain a family. Like, so we're in Nigeria now, and Nigeria is not working. What can we do? I don't know. Taylor was saying the same prayer about it. Sometimes prayer is the only thing you can do, because there's nothing you can even physically do. There's nothing you can physically do. Literally nothing you can do. You can, like, when I mean 3, 4 months, 5 months ago, I bought this custard container of tomatoes for 900 naira. A month ago, that same tomato was 4,000 naira. Do you see the difference in the inflation? So, and the earnings, minimum wage is not increasing, nothing is increasing. So where are we? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I love story time. Okay, I even had more story times in me. I didn't know if I should film it or not. The day I had an accident once and my car burns to ashes. I don't know. I'll film that video. I actually wanted to film it to talk about it. Jasmine, see the big Gary you want to eat. Are you going to finish it? Jasmine, I'm about to have dinner. So I have to go, guys. Yes, my car burned to ashes and I was going to film it. I survived. I was driving with 3 of my other friends. I think I'll film it this weekend and upload it. Yeah, that was the story time I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so it was. And I was going to tie it to my talk about insurance and why you should have insurance and money, money, being wise about money and financial everything, that's what I've been thinking of doing. So I'll probably film that video after I'm done this, like this weekend.